Chapter 17. When my heart and my mind are open. I don't believe there was one single pivotal moment that shaped who I am today. Instead, my life has been, as I've said before, a journey, a long, humbling process of transformation. Along that path, there have been people and experiences that redirected my thinking, reshaped my values, and helped me become the man I am. For each of them, I am deeply, eternally grateful. Here are just a few of those people, knowing full well this list could never be complete. Trish Gaffney. After many failed relationships, I found in Trish the partner who has had the most transformative influence on my life. We've been married for over 20 years now, and I thank God for her every single day. It still makes me smile, a conservative priest and a Zen feminist. What a match. And yet we have become something beautiful together. Trish has changed me more than anyone, and she's done it with grace, insight, and love. She never pushed, but gently invited me to consider other perspectives, especially on things I thought were long settled. I had my own strong opinions, but I was teachable. And the more I loved her, the more I listened. The more I listened, the more I understood. And the more I understood, the more I wanted to walk with her, not just as a partner, but as one in heart, in spirit, in purpose. Ed Jansen. My father was a complicated man, broken in many ways, but also a powerful influence in my life. He made mistakes. He did things I swore I'd never do to my own children, and I didn't. But Dad's life, much like mine, was the story of transformation. I watched him change over time. I watched him soften, and for that I admire him deeply. Marian Jansen. My mother, in many ways, prepared me for Trish. She was an independent spirit, strong, free, and unwilling to be confined by traditional gender roles. In an era when women were expected to stay in their place, she chose her own place. She taught me strength, resilience, and a quiet defiance that lives on in me. Thank you, Mom. Michael Jansen. My son Mike has had a profound impact on my life. He has shown me what it means to love unconditionally and to accept someone fully, past, present, and all. He is a wonderful father, a devoted husband, and a man I deeply respect. Mike, I see the man you become, and I couldn't be prouder. Keep going. You're doing beautiful work. Sally Jansen Lightbody. My sister Sally is one of the most resilient people I know. I've watched her grow through unspeakable losses without ever giving up. When her firstborn, Richie, passed away from leukemia at the age of 4, she transformed her grief into service. She began volunteering at the very hospital where Richie died, offering comfort to other parents walking the same agonizing road. That's courage. That's love. That's the gospel lived out. I admire you deeply, Sal. Bishop Chuck Lee. Chuck was our bishop when I left the Episcopal Church. He has been a living example of servant leadership. Trish and I first visited his independent Catholic church in Tampa on a Wednesday night. During the Mass, something unusual happened. When it came time for the gospel reading, a woman walked up to the lectern with what looked like a child's coloring book. After the service, curious and a little confused, I asked Chuck, "What's the story we're reading the gospel?" He smiled and said, "She learned to read here, in our church. I let her read from her book because it matters to her, and it matters to us." That moment opened a door in my heart. It was the beginning of my journey into liberation theology and my embrace of the idea that God has a preferential option for the poor. Today, that belief shapes how I live, how I serve, and how I love. Chuck helped me see the gospel in new ways I'd never imagined before. Each of these people has left a mark on me. Some were gentle teachers, some taught me through pain, but all of them redirected my path in some way toward truth, toward humility, toward grace. And through their influence, I am still becoming, or still learning, still moving from me to we.